Sonic Origins Plus, released June of 2023, available on all modern platforms, retailing for $39.99. This is an expanded version of the Sonic Origins collection. This version adds everything from the Plus DLC. So if you have the original Sonic Origins, it is fully possible to get everything in this collection via download. So in this collection, you have Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic CD, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles, with Plus adding an additional 12 Game Gear games. In the 4 main titles, you can play as Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles, as well as being able to play as Knuckles with Tails in Sonic 2 and 3. Plus also adds Amy Rose as a playable character. And again, in 2 and 3, you can play as Amy Rose with Tails. Each of these games comes with both an Anniversary and Classic mode. Anniversary allows you to play as the other characters, as well as having other enhancements such as widescreen. And Classic mode is far closer to what you would have played on the original Genesis, or Sega CD. In addition, all 4 of these games gain animated intros and endings. In Plus, the 12 Game Gear games you get don't really receive any enhancements, nor is there any extra animations done for them. It's also not ideal that all 12 of these games are the Game Gear versions, as several of these games did receive Sega Master System versions, which were virtually identical, except for allowing you to see a little more of the play area, which is very useful in games where you're going fast. Though some of the games on offer here are not held back by that. Tails Adventure, a puzzle platformer, and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, an excellent puzzle game, both work wonderfully with the limitations of the Game Gear, where other games like Sonic 1 and 2 and Triple Trouble are less playable than they could be. And some of these games I don't think anyone has interest in, like this version of Sonic Spinball and Sonic Labyrinth. Still, I do think the Plus content is worth the extra $10 that they want for it. Being a modern game collection, of course there is a museum. If you're interested in seeing things in the museum, most of the content will need to be unlocked. You get currency to unlock things in the museum in the 4 games from the base Sonic Origins. But is Sonic Origins Plus worth your time and money? Well, $40 for 16 games does sound better than the original collection, which was $30 for 4 games. But truthfully, of the 12 Game Gear games added, I'd only recommend playing about 3 of them. I suppose it does come down to how much nostalgia you actually have for Sonic the Hedgehog. But regardless, I think with the games that are on offer here, $40 is simply too high an asking price. And I'd say the same for the $30 for the base version of this as well. Sega has released the 4 primary games in this collection repeatedly over the years, and it's likely you already have them in some form. And while the Game Gear games offered in Plus are much harder to find, they aren't all of a quality that would make you want to find them. So I'd recommend looking for this collection on sale. I think Sonic Origins Plus would be really worth it at right about $20. Unless you are an extremely hardcore Sonic fan, do not spend the full $40. Please do subscribe, comment, like, and tell your friends.